Alright, welcome back to another iRacing video. Here we are at week 4 in the 2022 season for the Xfinity series. So B fixed at Dover International Speedway this week. Race is 55 laps. Obviously we all have cautions to contend with. The iRacing, oops, I don't have that over there. Strength of field is 1.8k to my 1.8. The car number was 10, so I did feel lightly obligated to qualify. 23.8, I think the fastest I cracked off, and just after I did a whole bunch of just kind of trying to save tires, was like a 23.7, so this is pretty decent for the lobby, it looks like. 23.8, I mean, I'm happy with the 23.8. I feel like at the beginning of a run, if I try, 23.9s, and then it just kind of starts to fade slowly over time. I'm not sure what my pace would be like with the adjustments I've made to try to make the car last a little bit longer as far as the tires. So we'll find that out here depending on how long of a run we will actually end up seeing. With cautions here, top split yesterday that I spectated and or drove in the ghosted car. There was 15 laps, a caution, like 30 laps, and sprinkled a bunch of cautions in there that kind of screwed what was going on up there. I've run 30 lap stints and have lost I think it's 6% every 10 laps, so it wasn't too bad. Even after a 30 lap run, I was within a couple percent of making 6% each group of 10 laps. I think I lost, well, I think it was 24, if I start out with 24.
That's the end of the session, P11.
I can have minimal fall off of less than a second over the course of the 20, I don't know, maybe 30 laps. I'd have to go back, rewatch the practice session I did. Looks like we're going to roll off here, eat 11th, which is going to put us on the outside. No, inside. Odd numbers on the inside, so here's to hoping we can manage to behave themselves, and hopefully I can stay out of some trouble. Oh man, the Care Bear car is in front of me, and then somebody with a straight up fully black car. Warms my heart. I'm not sure that it's impressive that they put no effort into the car, or they made it that way intentionally. I guess you can kind of see the number on the side. I believe to keep that line, we've started with a 14 to 1 steering ratio. Got, I think it's 62% brake bias. It went down 3% from the default setup. And that's what I was running around with.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping to, I'm more looking to try to be here at the end. These guys want to go by me, I'm just going to let them go. I'm trying to save tires in hopes that it's going to go green all the way. And then when it doesn't, we'll have to reevaluate our pit strategy.
The track temp is 107 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit. Follow car number 14 in the inside column.
Alright. Monster mile.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Wow, we're straight up going 1 to go here. Fago Cola Pure Michigan Chevy. Half a decent finish. Kind of let everything settle out here and
Okay, John, be ready.
for something reasonable.
Green, green, green. The leader has just done a 24.0. The car in front has just done a 24.0. The guy behind has just done a 24.1. P11. Fastest lap for Polanco, 23.9. Your lap time was 24.5.
Carlo? Still there. Easy, hold your line.
P12.
Careful, still there.
Make me turn in late, man.
Clear low.
P13. Your lap time was at 24.5.
Start trying to dime in the corner, see if I can save some tires. careful, 21. We're on through Lincoln now.
P13.
Car outside. Clear outside. Car high. Clear high.
God, that is exactly what I feared in
P12,
all the other
that was
practice. Somebody's gonna do that
25.0.
crap to me. Come off that corner, bop the wall, and come back out there after me. Whew, can't believe I just barely missed it.
You've just done a 24.9. The gap to Polanco
Wait,
behind is now
let people go here.
0.6.
Let him go into the corner and let him get away from you.
Okay, John, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.7. You've just done a 24.7.
A little more up to the wall than I thought. I must have did something different with my entry.
Your last lap time was a 24.9.
26, you do something like that again, I'm out. Got a little loose there, but I'm sorry. Yep, and you park it right.
Be careful, we've got a full course caution. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car 18. We're under caution. Pit's closed.
I'm going to even stop trying with D6. There's just too many idiots in here.
Hey, starts coming into one right now, coming off pit road, guys.
Got this many laps, it's gonna have to be a choose to pit type
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
scenario here. Got enough laps that should probably definitely be getting off pace a little bit.
The leader, Allison, is pitting. Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Seconds of option repairs. Got time to do them, plenty of time to catch people back up again. I think we'll sit here and do our 10 seconds worth of option repairs. Might not exactly be a popular suggestion, but
I'll take right sides.
He must have been speeding, huh?
Did you guys all take fuel or something?
I took 4. Alright, 25.
Pits are open. Alright, John, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Ah, crap, I guess I didn't take left side tires. That'll explain why I somehow got out in front.
Well, let's not make precautions here, boys.
Alright. So after 20 laps, you only had 8% left, 8% used up on that tires on the right front, so wasn't too bad. You got about 20 laps out of 8%. And same keel as everybody else here, 14th. Hopefully not gonna lose too many spots here on this get-go and sort ourselves back out again.
Green, 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 let's go. P15.
Car low.
Allison is now in the lead.
Car low. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. You're clear low. Car low.
I want that bad too, go ahead.
Still there. Clear low.
P17.
Car outside. Careful, you're in the middle.
Oh man.
Easy. Hold your line. Car low. Clear all
With
around.
that 3 wide stuff, man.
Car low.
New fastest lap for Schneider,
Y'all be 3 wide,
23.9.
thinking you ain't
Clear
got
low.
time to slow down until you causes a wreck and takes you out.
P21.
Car inside. Hold your line. Clear inside.
Second place. That lap time was 24.4. That lap was at 24.5. Okay, John, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. P22. Full course caution, watch out. We're under caution. caution, pits are closed. The pace car's out. Line up single file behind car number 16.
Pace car coming out at you.
I split the middle, but still got a full race.
Pits are open.
What a strange time for a caution.
Check up entering 3.
So I was in on 20. Got 12 laps in. We lost 8%.
The leader,
minus
Allison,
4.
is pitting.
I don't think you can afford to go in, can you?
Are you guys going in for tires again, or what are you doing?
Yep. Like I said, a strange time for a caution.
This would be our last stop.
I think I can.
Did you,
conserve tires
Austin,
up
did you
here.
pit
Track
on the
position would
first
be
yellow
better.
as well and get tires?
Yeah, I did.
When you come out, mind telling me what your tire wear is at?
Lucky dog outside, fellas.
97, 96.
Alright, it's gonna put us into
Thank you.
5 inside. Yeah, looks like 5th.
If it means anything, the time, like, so I'm about 0.5 of a second off my fast laps with that tire wear.
Full course yellow, pits are open.
With only like 2% missing, that's how slow it put you down to?
I wasn't pushing particularly hard, but with just my average pace, I was about 0.4 off, 4 to 0.5 off.
Yeah, I was
Switch
going
your
if anyone else
positions
in front of me was going. I didn't know what to do there. I pitted the first caution and just pitted again, and all my tires were at 94. So,
Pace car is out.
that'll
Pits
give
are
you an
closed.
indication.
I think we made the right decision, Ryan. Honestly, it's tough to say with the way that these races go, but I think it was the right decision.
Yeah, 20 more laps, and if another caution happens, like other people pit, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so. I'd rather take advantage of the tires now than get another 10 laps in and then have people stay out.
In the 110 lap race, I was on about 60 or 70 lap hole, then it was putting me down to about 25 and a half.
Depends on how you
Yeah, I
pace
was
yourself.
94. I just come out of the pit. I'm 13, so I was at 94.
Well, I'd say to the people in the back on fresh tires, let's try to be patient.
I'm always patient, man. I'd rather race you. Let's get going and get single file and pass you than try to crash into turn 1, 10-4.
These people aren't going to be particularly slow, but it'll make a difference after a few laps.
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
We'll equal out. We'll be a little faster the first couple laps, but if they can stay in front of us, it'll equal out.
Yep, for sure.
I don't know, if it stays green the whole time, you guys are going to tear past us in the last 10, or last 5.
Yep, probably, but we'll see how it goes.
How many stayed out?
6.
One guy behind me.
Yeah, I think if it comes down 5 to go, we'll catch those top 6. Even on the start here, I think we'll have an advantage.
I was already in like tire save mode, but
Just don't spin on the start, guys.
Green flag. P5.
Car outside. Careful, still there. Clear outside. Car high. Still there.
P7, you've just done a 26.0.
Clear high. Car outside. Clear outside. Car up high. You're all clear high. Car high.
Okay, John, the next car is person. 8th place.
Car outside. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear outside. Car outside.
What, you get
Careful,
trying to
still
come
there.
down the block?
Easy. Hold your line. Hold your line.
P10.
Still there. Still there. Clear high. Car high. Still there. Hold your line. 3 wide on the inside. Clear high.
You guys are way too aggressive in those turns. Top 3, the tactic is just dive bomb and force the other person to the wall.
P11, your lap time was a 25.6.
I seen that happen to you, that's why I went way high.
Well, it's like they can get that nose in, then like, what are you gonna do? Crash them? They know they can win this.
The car ahead is Spencer.
Car.
We've got a full course caution, watch out. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 20. We're under caution. Pit's closed.
Check up 1 and 2, check up 1 and 2, entering the backstretch, check up.
That's my fault, I'm sorry whoever got into me. Right,
Pits are open.
Check up, entering 3.
You're fine too, just wish it wasn't the third time I've been wrecked today. But it happens, I was trying to lay off so that I could give you the spot so that didn't happen, but it just didn't work out.
Hey, 14, I hope I
What's your speed?
wasn't too aggressive with you. I didn't intend on doing that. If you felt like I was aggressive, I didn't intend to be aggressive, so I'm sorry if I did anything.
We should have stayed out.
I'm not sure if you were part of that or not. There's like 3 cars that got me with that move.
Box in, a 5. 4.
I don't think I did,
3.
but
2.
just in case I was,
1.
just want to apologize.
Box now.
I'll accept the apology if you take out P1 through 15.
No guarantees, but I'll see what I can do. I really like these fast caution laps, honestly. It's been pretty good. It seems like we've gone 2 to go pretty quick every time.
At 94.
Can I squeak in another 17 seconds repair before that pace car comes around?
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Coming now.
It's gonna be close. at the finish line.
Okay, John, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
No! That's not fair, man.
Should have just sped out. It'll just make you start at the back anyway.
Yeah. I was trying to get out, but I forgot my car always, like, isn't on when I'm in the pits, so I've got to, like, wait 5 seconds for that.
Yeah, you gotta tap the,
Well,
tap the
we've
gas
got
and get it
we've
turned
got
back
to
on
clean this
before
fire.
you gotta go.
Yeah, I forgot.
Even in the midst of some
I hate that it
absolutely
turns off
ridiculous
automatically. That's pretty
craziness.
ridiculous.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, why is it just shut down?
I feel like I
I've got
was
the clutch
too
top the
far
whole
ahead
time,
before.
man.
So
Even
I
if you
feel
hold
like
the fuel
taking
down, sometimes
tires
it'll
is
shut
probably
off.
not a horrible idea. I just really want the track position, but they really passed me right there.
Yeah, in cases like this, it just literally puts me in the back of the field a lap down, ruins the race.
Green flag, we're racing.
Because they're repairing your engine.
P14.
They can't do it when it's on?
You don't have engine damage, it doesn't happen.
Car outside. Hold your line. Clear outside. Car up high. Careful, still there. Easy, hold your line. Easy, hold your line. You're all clear high. Car up high, clear outside.
Thirteenth place.
Car outside.
Schneider is leading the race.
Still there. Hold your line.
P11.
Clear outside.
Let's pick them up from the bottom.
That was 24.4.
Car high. Clear high. Car high. Hold your line. Still there.
Y'all fighting
Careful,
out here?
still there. Easy, hold your line.
10th position.
Clear outside.
Come on, it's qualifying laps. We got 5 laps to go. I ain't gotta save my tires for nothing. We ain't
Come
got
on,
30
John.
laps
Push,
to
push,
do.
push. We can catch this car.
Let's go.
You're reeling. Howell in. The gap is 0.6.
Let's go, baby. I'm coming.
Car outside.
Your lap time was 24.5.
Clear high.
Oh man, I got the low line. Let's go. Best pass in 26. Come on, man. We'll put on some pressure.
P9. 2 laps remaining. The car in front of us is Person.
Car outside. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
Sorry, whoever.
kind of shoved in.
Clear outside.
Oh god, man, I'm damaged anyways. I'm just in everybody's way right now.
P8. White flag. One more to go.
Car outside.
That lap was a 24.9.
Careful, still there. You're all clear high. Car outside.
Shit
Clear
part
high.
is we were put in that position by a lap car.
P7. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Yeah, that was good, Ryan. I thought you had me there. I missed the corner on that last one real bad.
Yeah, my
Man,
tires
I
were
was
sliding
fast
like
down
up
there in the
the
bottom.
wall.
Those
I was
guys
about to wreck you. Like,
Rue the fact that they didn't take tires. I was just driving by him down there. Curious to see what the tire wear looks like after this.
I apologize for that again, man. I was kind of shoved into that position by a lap car, bro.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Like, not paying attention.
Was it
Man.
me or a different lap car?
Felt like that was
It's all good, Jason.
that was a pretty good go.
No, it was U14. Lap car, man. You shouldn't push it that hard when you're a lap down and we're racing for the lead lap. You put us 3 wide. We got the wall, both of us.
Sorry about that. I was just frustrated after being in first and second the whole race, and that stupid pit penalty.
No, that's all right, man. You just got to pay attention when you're a lap down with that many laps to go, bro. You can't push us when we're all that close together. Being a lap car, you should know to hang out and let us race. At that point, you're just hoping for a caution.
Man, I wish I had the guts to drive like I did there earlier. What kind of laps? I had, I don't know what we had when we restarted it. I only lost 5% on that part of that. 5% across the last 9 laps. We had 9 laps to finish it off. And I went from 15th all the way to 7th. So we're 4 laps in. These guys are all pretty much giving each other some room here. Just racing side by side, but mostly being alright. This guy's a little faster. I'm up my behind. He had to let off, so that really kind of lost him a bit. Now I caught this guy. Well, for the most part, I'm just going to keep racing inside here until he puts a little bit more pressure on me, but he got kind of down there, and I drifted up here and let him, I gave him some room, but he didn't make the move. It's kind of a scary spot to make the move. I ended up driving it. It turned in too late because of where he was at. I was paying more attention to him than I was driving. He got up alongside me, and I was going to let him go. 6 went right inside there, filled in that hole, so I'm just going to let him go and slide back down here in front of him. And we're 7 laps in. I don't know how far in. We decided to try to start diamonding the corner just a little bit. We're back here by ourselves. We're still just kind of entering the turn. Nothing fancy. Yeah, stand up high, getting enough so we can drive it down off the corner. Just assure that I'm not going to smack the wall coming off the turn. Now we're diamond in the corner. Was going in low, getting it in there going in there a little hot. Letting it slide up to where they're at, and then just drive it down off the corner. Wasn't losing any time on them. In fact, I feel like I was gaining a little bit. We pick them up here a little bit, lose them a little bit, and then get a good run down the straightaway because we're really trying to make that straightaway longer. Get a good drive in. Again, it showed the amount of tire wear I had after the first bout. Over 20 laps, we only lost, what was it, 8%? We didn't lose much. But already some other people who are starting... I wanted my spot back after the 21 stole it from me earlier. I let him go by. Now you're going to start driving after 12 laps, start to affect it a little bit. I probably should have dropped my brake bias down a half a percent. Help that turn in a little bit if I decide to go back up and do the turn in and brake a little bit instead of letting it roll. Yeah, he's rolling. He's either turning in too late or he's just trying to stay up in the higher line. But that wasn't gonna play well with that. Get down here. Whew! Man, that is exactly what I was absolutely afraid of. Is that guy doing exactly that? Going on the inside, just not getting a good enough thing, slapping the wall, coming back off the wall down into me. Thankfully, it was very light, a little love tap there, and we continued on our way. Once we got back on that guy, now I wanted to start running it a little harder. I'd like to catch up to those guys. So we start diamonding it again. No, I just stayed where I was at. Well, a bad version of diamonding the corners. Not what I was doing earlier. I got bounces off the wall. And we work on trying to catch him. Let's continue the diamonding of the corner. And I am surprised because we did that in the ARCA series one time, and I mean, yeah, there's other cars around you. I mean, the fear is that you do this and somebody gets down underneath you and you just screwed your exit. Or you try doing that and then you just slide up. That guy's not having a good time of it. I feel like he's just scrubbing speed by dragging the tires across the asphalt in comparison to what I have going on. I don't believe with the diamonding I was bothering to touch the brakes. I was using the let us slide up as our momentum loss, not having to touch the brakes. And there was our accident. Thankfully they stayed down out of the way. And needs to check up a little bit for the 26. 12 catches up to him. Oh man, it's kind of an accordion, and there's nowhere for anybody to go. I don't know that that was anybody's fault. 26 got down in the apron. He checked up. He didn't. He's just sliding up. 7 tries to go up, get on the outside of him, and he just let it drift up a little bit too high. Pops the wall, and the 12's just right on him, right into him. 12 punts him, sends him down to the inside. 15's already spinning, goes down there, makes contact with him. They just kind of drives through him, I guess. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. So 18 laps on the board. With a caution ensuing. And I don't think we had too much in the way of Look, we had a little bit of damage. Yeah, a little bit of something over there. So, did what everybody else did, follow the leader into the pits. Go down, take our tires. I think there were some 2 tire stoppers here. Oh, really? Yeah, pit road long enough to say so? Got that white car and black car both go in. It's the 6. I don't think he got. I don't know that he got right sides. But we got Forrest came back out. Getting 47 iRating with that. And definitely some safety rating because we got no X's. A couple little bumps here and there, but that was about it. Wanted to come down there in front of that too, but they got too much ground on me. Had to let them go. Now everybody's kind of single file. Now they follow the leader. And of course, up here we got somebody doing some dumb stuff. Oh, some crap happens. Oh, he's just dive bombing in there. You're way too aggressive, man. Had to back off there. Well, he's just shoving his way through. Thankfully. Right back here, mostly checked up here for it. With the exception of the other idiots who decided to fly into this thing thinking they're going to gain a whole bunch of spots. Smoke! Letting off, letting off. Whoa, what's going on here? Alright. So maybe 13 cannot go and 17's up there. Let's go 3 wide because that sounds like a great idea. So we can lose a whole bunch of spots and 12 wants to shove it in there too. So, alright, guy. Just trying to get back going again. You want to go around me? Go ahead. I'll just wait and let my tires do the talking. You guys want to run up there and kind of fall back in line and regroup and get my marks and get back up there. Wasn't too thrilled with the fall back to 22nd right there. I feel like that was semi-short-lived. I don't think we're green too long. What does it say? For those around me, oh yeah, we had 2 more guys in front of me that were on lap 33. Ooh, one guy in the top 10 was in Hit it on lap 20. These guys put on lap 33. I had 2 more guys in front of me, man. Couple more laps. I'd have picked those guys off. I'd have had 4th spot. First 2 guys were also on lap 33. If I had gone longer than that, I probably caught them. But I used the tires to gain as much as I could get. Not wrecking myself, so I think it was pretty good. Now we just start diming the corner while we're back here by ourselves. Racing too wide up there a little bit. Guys running a couple varied lines. It's like, alright, I'm back up here with these guys. Well, really kept it down there, kind of lost a bunch of momentum. And there's the carnage. What happened farther up there? So we got 10th spot. Let's back it up a little bit farther. Someone gets underneath him, okay. Oh. Oh, netcode, what? What is that? 21. 23, they're both alright. And netcode contact. What is that even? Guys, there's a bottleneck up here on the straightaway. Back stretch here. Mostly seem to be staying up there. He's not holding the brakes. He's just rolling. Good job, 23. That was not a smart thing to do. Man, if you had just held the brakes and stopped right up there, you'd have been right up against the wall. Everybody could have just gone around you. Nothing. You're up there. They could have gone down. You're just in the middle of the track. I mean, what's this poor guy back here got to be thinking? It's like, alright, I need to miss this guy. How can I miss this accident? Okay, slow down. Slow down. We got smoke. Nope. I don't even know if I heard the brakes be applied at all. You let off. I don't think I heard any brakes. Should I go by a car that has lost control with as much speed as possible, because I will definitely make it through there. Definitely make it through there. 23 was definitely in the wrong for not holding the brakes. So I'm going to rule that the 23 car's fault, but the 13 car really should have been checking up way harder. Slow down, slow down. Where is he going to go? You don't know. You might want to hope he's going to hold his brakes, but man, we can't assume none of that. Just period, man. That's not a thing you can assume. Never happens the way you want it to. Hope for the best, but assume the worst, man. So back to lap 30 something. We had oops. So accident, we come back around. So we just did we had 18 laps before caution. Then we go back out at lap 22. So we're out there for 10 laps. 10 laps. Here I am back here in 20th position. Man, I don't even know if it's 20th position. I don't know if the thing's updated yet. We got there is well, I guess at some point somebody's got to go in. So the leader goes in, first pits, second place. Hard decides not to. So first, second place, third, fourth, fifth decides to stay out. Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Where'd this other guy come from? Where was he at? Place wise. So first, second stays out, third, fourth, fifth, sixth stays out, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th stays out. As we continue on back here. I just couldn't see it, man. I'm back here. I'm not running that hard. So those of us in the back, it ain't got that many laps in their tires. Maybe it's not such a bad idea. Maybe we stay out. Hope for a long run and our tires even out eventually, and I'm just as bad off as they are. You get going. Like it's a little contentious here with these guys. I only 3/4 throttled it or so to go. Didn't spin the tires. People behind me left some room, and I know some of these guys here, 3-car. I mean, these guys all. I don't think any of these guys pit. The top 6 didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. So maybe the 1 car. Oh yeah, the 1 car did pit. So I think the 1 car is the first car that did pit, and he is just on a tear. I'm trying to hold my own, but stay down here and hoping that stuff's gonna. But it's just all these guys behind me all took tires, and they do have a little bit of that Superman complex going on here. They are faster and they are going. Or just dives it in. I don't know where he thought he was going. He didn't do anything. Trying to get up there on that 3, and it just came up at a weird angle. Had to lift, or else I was gonna wreck myself. I'm holding my own down here on the bottom. These guys on the outside ain't really doing a whole lot of moving. Say, well, you want to get by me? Go ahead. Go on the on the outside. I'm gonna stay down here until till this evens out. Man, watch out for that 20. So from about 5th, we're now back to 10th. We lost about 5 spots. They're still coming. Trying to just be easy on it. Oh man, people just not giving some. Man, 26. What is going on here, guy? Well, I guess you're probably a little PO'd. You got ran over by the guy behind you. I guess I probably would be too. Whoa, let off, let off, let off. We see stuff going. What are you doing? Hey, maybe you didn't see the smoke, but come on, man. Crap's hitting the fan. You just gonna... Does he even lift? Nope. I'm gonna rule that no lifting. Can't see his throttle input, so I can't be for sure. But we're just gonna pass the vertical. Alright, spinning up there. Yeah, sure. Why not? Meantime, this guy gets hit in the butt. Super 4X. We're all trying to get back going again here, and he's coming up at a weird entry there, and like I wanted to rejoin and smack them all, and he's just going in there hard. The high line, the run off, really does a better job. Some of these guys up here are a little skittish after all that. Let's try to enter a little bit higher. Now we go back into our, got enough room. Caution's out for something that way I did never see. There it is. We have some pretty hard side-by-side racing. The 18 goes below the 2, trying to get some spots. 2 gets basically kind of, the 1 car has been used as a pick. Blocks him up here. If the 18 can hook the bottom, can make it around him. Yep. 2 chose to try to drive it in there a little harder, trying to get ahead of him, and the outside line just got too close to the wall, bounced off it, and comes back down. Man, that is what happened in the other, that's what happened in the top split yesterday, and that's what's happening now. Just plain getting off that wall. Getting off turn 2. Pretty dangerous. 2 and 4, man. Both of those are pretty dangerous.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
So we came back around. Now those other guys are banking on being able to stay out. And here I am trying to make a decision. I didn't really want to go, but the 20 car didn't take tires the last time. He was on the same lap as me and just like, I gotta go.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Relinquish 11th place to come in and get 4 fresh ones.
Box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
We give up 11th, come out 15th. Yep, come out 15th. Now the real fun begins. 9 laps to go. We go from 15th to 7th. And this sucker is legitimately hooking up on the bottom like you wouldn't believe. I don't think I don't know what my lap times were. It's just faster than they are, not fast. But they get up on the top, they just can't hold it like they were. Here we go. Eight positions. Get down here on the bottom and just hammer it down through the corners. Getting back to the throttle early. In the corner and then just getting right back on it. Get up alongside them coming off the turn. Stay down here on the bottom. And a pretty good spot for lifting and just kind of getting into the corner and then just get right back on it. Started getting a little bit of confidence after the first few. It's like, all right, let's go. So we cleared the 9, 47, 48. Yeah, we were just consistently clicking off the laps, and they're just faster than the guys in front. They're running side by side. Those guys are fighting for position. I was thinking, dude, one of you guys has got to go, man. I got fresh tires. Giddy up. You got to giddy up, or I got to run you over. One of the two. Race is dwindling down here, and I got to go. I gotta go right now. Right down there and just catching ground on them. One after another. We're in 11th. Gave him plenty of room. I was not going to get taken out by that guy. Poor entry left, poor angle left me a crappy entry to that turn. Thankfully, thanks to the 12, it didn't run me over. It could easily have just punted me and sent me around. Appreciate him being able to get off there and get on the brakes. So we're at 9. I think these guys up front here had they're side by side and they're struggling. Getting back to it just as quick as I can. Like, I'm coming and I feel like Superman. It's like, oh, 26. Are you pulling down there like that? I don't want to run you over, man. Don't make me. I know he's trying to get off that corner, but dude, I'm coming. Slid up. I am trying to shove my nose underneath him. It's like, you best complete this pass, man. You better complete it before I run you over. We gave a whole lot more room there. He wasn't going to give me a lot of extra space. Still in 9th. Got 2 more cars to get by here. 26 makes his run for it. 26 was on older tires. Make it by the 8. For position, then we make it by the I just hammered on. 26 went way wide. White flag. Oh, wait, no, that was it. At least the other guy was for position. That was the straight flag. I thought the flag was awful dark. So it records that pass back there as 7th spot. Me up to 7th spot. Man, I almost got him though. 26 was not about to get. He got that angle. I got to him, but his off the corner speed was higher. That's a bit of a victory lap there. 5% on those last couple laps, and I was coming. Well, 2 top 10s. Well, I got a top 10 in the ARCA, and I got a top 10 here. Inside the top 10 this time.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Well, overall, that was pretty decent. Keep this up. Maybe we'll get the get it maxed out here. Safety rating. Well, till the next potential, I don't. Next race that I was thinking about potentially doing is the Oval, the Indy Oval Series. But in unfortunate fashion, they're going to a road course, and I don't know if I really want to buy Canadian Motorsports Park. No, maybe it was that one. It was one of those road courses. I don't have it, and I'm not entirely sure if I feel like purchasing it or not. Just to do that, I'll just wait till next week. Let's take a couple top tens and feel pretty good about it, and come off there and just do some other smaller races, maybe some dirt ones, something else. Just kind of take it easy this week, and then try to pull the triple races next week. Or do some other kinds of video gaming. Well, see you next race.